Taurus, hi and welcome to Sacred Cherry Tarot. My name is Sherry and today I am doing a reading for the sign of Taurus, wherever that placement is in your chart. I'm starting with the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid, then we'll pull a Sacred Destiny Oracle card and the last message from the Moon Magic cards by Stacey Demarco. Just starting off and getting into your energy, I'm automatically being drawn into a feeling of your possessions and what you own and what is yours only, like things that are only yours. And I'm reminded of a lesson that I've personally learned about sharing and teaching children to share. It's not necessarily a great thing for all items of a child's possession to share. I do believe that in childhood we learn that sharing is most important. We should always share our toys. But with the message I'm receiving today, there are certain things that you don't have to share with others. Very specific, think of the child, like their favorite stuffed animal, their thing that they sleep with every single night. That is something that I don't believe a child should have to share, because this thing is so dear to them. It gives them, comfort and strength in hard times. That's something I think that you can keep for yourself, Taurus. That's the message I'm getting for you today. Let's get into the cards and see what else I can find for you today, Taurus. Taurus, messages, please. God, Source, Spirit. What messages do we have for our Taurus family? Six of Earth in reversed. This card in the upright is about generosity and sharing. And with this being in the reverse, I think this goes very well with the message I was getting at the beginning of your reading, is that sometimes you don't have to share. If you don't have the ability to lose that item, if that is not something that would serve you well, if that item happened to be damaged or lost or anything like that, I think it is absolutely fine for you to not be generous with that. Second card out is the Two of Air in reversed. This is a decision that has been made. A decision that has been made in regards to the generosity, maybe. The Three of Water in reverse. With the lineup of these cards and the way it is, and the message that I was receiving prior to the reading, you are not sharing a personal item, and you are very firm and decided in that decision for yourself, okay? This is causing the Three of Cups in reverse, which means you are not going to share this thing with others, and others may be upset about this and maybe even making you feel badly for your choice not to share something with others. I want more information on the Six of Earth in reverse, please. Can I have more information for Taurus? The Tower card and the Patience card came out, clarifying the Six of Earth in reversed. Where you are not sharing something, you feel balanced in doing this. You feel comfortable, and this is causing others to feel disrupted. The Tower card, I believe, is what the other person or persons in this situation is feeling about you not being generous with this specific item or conversing your time. It could be anything that this is in reference to. Anything that you are the owner, it's yours, okay? By doing this and not sharing this thing generously with others, which is somewhat expected of you in this situation, you are finding patience and comfort in doing so. and the other people are experiencing tower moments. It's almost as if something they expected you to do, thought that you would do, thought that you would give them more time, thought that you would immediately share your money or your finances. It is causing this person to feel disrupted and unstable, which is, I can't really, it depends on how many situations there are out there watching this now, but I mean, you're taking care of yourself, Taurus, and that's the most important thing to do. I want to clarify the Two of Air in reverse, please, for Taurus. The Two. Let me grab that real quick. Your clarifying card under the Two of Air in reversed was the Two of Fire in reversed. This is also a made decision. The twos are always about decisions or balancing things. And with the Two of Air, fire being the clarifier of the Two of Air, both in reverse, this tells me that you are being very solid in that decision of what you've made. I can't speak well. Mercury retrograde is messing me up. But when the Two of Wands is in the upright, it's a choice between the past and the future. So with this being in the reverse, it feels like you are choosing the new way. So maybe in the past you would have shared and been generous with your time, possessions, finances, whatever it is this other person or group is expecting of you. And maybe this is a new choice for you. You've decided with the Two of Air in reverse, mentally, you made that choice in your own head. Maybe you didn't share it outwardly. A situation just came up where you were now expected to share again and be generous with your time, money, finances, whatever it is. And you're choosing a new path. You're choosing a future path here. You're moving into a new way, which is making you feel this feeling of patience and balance within yourself here, but causing disruption for others. The Three of Water in reverse, I do want to have one more card on that. I want to see if this is causing distress within you in the future, or whether this is just others trying to cut you out, because it feels like, not being invited to the party because you're choosing to do something for yourself. I need a clarifying card on the Three of Water in reverse, please, God, Source, Spirit. Three of Water in reverse. Tell me more about the Three of Water in reverse, please. Woo. Okay, several cards came out here. I'm going to go over the storyline of all of this that came out, okay? So the Three of Water in reverse is the card that we're clarifying here. And then we have one card that came out in the upright. This is the Six of Fire. This is a victory. This is you being victorious here. People actually celebrating you. And maybe this was actually very tough for you to choose not to share with others. And it looks like maybe those people are beginning to push you out a little bit because they feel like you've pushed them out by making this choice. What the Six of Fire clarifying it is that despite the hard battle that you have faced in making these choices for yourself, you are now experiencing a victory. So this could be you moving into a new group of friends, people that are generous in ways that they are comfortable with, so that you are allowed to do the same yourself. And the three other cards that came out with that, these are on their side. So this is like an unknown for me. We have the Four of Air sideways, which means you may need to go into some healing, or maybe this situation was healing for you to experience. We also have the Page of Earth on its side. which tells me that you are now moving into a solid, stable, new way of being for yourself. And the last card is the Fortune's Wheel on its side. So you are definitely moving into a new cycle, a new way of being with this choice to not be generous with things that you don't feel comfortable being generous with, not sharing things that are yours, things that are important to you, things that you worry others may not take care of as well as you would. And there is nothing wrong with that, Taurus. Nothing wrong with that. This last one being the Fortune's Wheel on its side, I think what this is telling me most of all is that moving forward in this, you need to make sure and retain this sense of victory for yourself, okay? Because despite what others may do, others may try to push you out, not invite you to the party because of a choice you've made for yourself, you need to retain this mentality of victory and the feeling of peace that you have developed by doing this choice. Because if you choose to feed into their attempts to trigger you by not inviting you, by trying to manipulate you into being the old generous person that you had been in the past with this Two of Fire, your old way. If you get into the mentality that they are right, you know, I should have done this, whatnot, this can put you into a situation where fortune works against you. And you could end up exactly back in the same cycle, and your feelings of imbalance and instability because of this thing that is yours, Taurus. Let's go ahead and pull our oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. An oracle message for Taurus, please. We have the Delight card. I'm going to read the message that goes with that. Okay. The sparrow gains its power from its numbers. In clusters, sparrows eat and forage, and predators are distracted and deterred, even intimidated by their numbers. Security and joy in numbers is a lesson of the sparrow. Within their community, sparrows are always busy, living life fully. Many cultures align the meaning of the sparrow with joy, and in the Middle Ages, the sparrow was thought to relieve suffering, help one triumph over hardships, and bring joy. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity, and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun. Lots of fun, especially in community with others. Taurus, whatever the situation was where you were expected to give, those people may be feeling a bit of, they're obviously feeling disrupted by this, okay? So if these people are very important to you and you want to keep them in your lives despite the need to protect yourself on these specific possessions, you can choose to make things lighter. Like maybe you can't share this thing with them, but you can share other things with them. This delight will help them feel less like left out in the cold. You can share with others in ways that you are able to be generous with. Let's pull our last Moon Magic card for Taurus. What is our last and final message for Taurus? Last and final message for Taurus, please. Okay. We have two. The first one, it says, I am loved beyond measure. Waning crescent number 1. And our second one is, I have power. It is real. Full moon. These two messages tell me that despite the situation here where you had to make a tough call here, just know that you are loved beyond measure by God's source spirit, and you are absolutely being praised for making this choice. Even if at the moment others may not feel like praising you. It's important that you notice that you, by making this choice for yourself, you do have a lot of power. This is very real. And the comfort that you have created in yourself with this decision is not easy. You are extremely powerful for being able to do this, despite how, especially because of how tough it is. So remember to understand how much you are loved, Taurus. You are doing what you need to do, and there are other ways to make these things and the decisions that you have to make for yourself up to others. There are other ways to make it up to them. They don't have to have this thing to know that they are loved by you. You can love them in other ways. Okay, Taurus? I hope this message was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment box or just leave me a note about how this reading applies to your life. Please like the video if it resonated with you. And if you want to see more content from me, subscribe. I would love to have you back. As always, have a wonderful day, Taurus, and I will see you next time. Bye.